In this video, I want to go over a VPS or dedicated server. One of the things we do in automated trading is we rent a VPS or dedicated server. VPS stands for virtual private server. It's a computer in a remote location. That is the reason we do that is we want to get a computer that is near the brokerage servers. And if you have Tradestation, the futures brokers, the exchanges are in Chicago, but the data servers are in New York. So I rent one from Chart VPS in New York, and I have a dedicated server. You can also get a virtual private server. Dedicated servers are a little more powerful, and so I have the dedicated server, but it depends on how many charts you're trading and what your setup is. In this video, though, I want to discuss how to log in to that remote computer. You click on the Windows icon and you get remote desktop, and we're gonna click on that, and I'm going to show you that. Another reason I want to say, though, that we use a remote desktop connection is the internet and power are better. There's redundancy there, so you have something close to your broker's servers for less latency. And even if you were to have a situation where your power went out or your internet went out in your home, this would still be running, and you can even log in. There's apps to log in to your remote desktop connection on the smartphones or smartphone apps that allow you to log in. It's kind of hard to see on a phone. You can use a tablet, but use this remote desktop. You click on it, and this is what it'll look like the first time. And what you want to do is you want to type in the IP address. When you rent a dedicated server or VPS from someone like Chart VPS, you'll get your IP address. So you type in your IP address there, and it's 4 numbers. It'll look something like this. 100.100. I'll just use an example. It's typically not like that. It's 92 or another number. They're usually 4 different numbers separated by a period. And then you select Show Options, and you'll also be given a username and a password. You won't get to type in your password until you select Connect. One of the things I do is I like to say, allow me to save my credentials, and then I do a Save As, so I can save the icon to my desktop, and I double click on the icon and I automatically log in. So for example, New York server is the name of this. So I want to select Save, and I type in username, a beginning username. For example, in this example I'm using David. This is a bogus computer and username and password. I'm doing this just to show you. Here's some other things you can take a look at. You can look at the display. One of the things I like to do is use all monitors for the remote connection. I actually use half, and I'll show you that in another video. I have 6 monitors. The top row is the remote computer, three monitors, and the bottom 3 monitors I use for local. I have another way to set that up if you have like a 6 monitor configuration, or you can just use 1 monitor. So you might just want to use 1 monitor. Not everyone needs 3 monitors. You can I don't ever use this. I don't use these. I don't set up anything on this, so I don't use those. But I use the display, and sometimes I use 1 monitor, and sometimes I use all monitors, and sometimes I use part of my monitors. And I'll make a video on how to use part of your monitors in another video. So this is what you do. Then we've saved it, and then you select Connect, and it'll give you this. You say Connect again, and you can say don't ask me again for connection to this computer. And then you're going to type in your password and save it. And then from that point forward, I'm not going to do this because this isn't a computer. This is a bogus computer. It won't work anyway. And so I'm going to drag the icon from the other monitor over here. So when you do a Save As, when we saved it, it saved this icon on the desktop, and I can double click on it, and it'll pop up, and it popped up in the other window, and you'll see this. But if you check that, it won't ask that anymore. And so you can also change things with clicking Edit, and you'll see this again, Edit. Or you can do other things. There's other custom things you can do by selecting and going to Open with Notepad. And I'm going to show you some things you can do in another video on Open with Notepad related to the monitors. But that is what I wanted to show you in this video, the basics of what you need for using RDP or remote desktop connection to connect to a remote computer for algorithmic trading, fully automated trading systems. Hey, David Bean here. Welcome to Capstone Trading Systems YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe to join our community of algorithmic traders.
We are real money traders. We share our winning streaks, we share our losing streaks, as well as market updates, strategies, and coding tips.